Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we got two for the price of one. I'm here with Mike, another instructor here at JIEI, and we're here to talk about Google Classroom. Well, let's start with a very simple question, Mike. What is Google Classroom?
Um, Google Classroom is awesomeness. No, Google Classroom is an online platform to organize and manage your classroom. You
Hmm.
can collaborate, post assignments, add students, post grades. It's just a way to keep your classroom organized and on top.
Well, I think in today's day we need a way to stay organized and to stay on top of our online classrooms.
And as
Well,
teachers, organizations can be very difficult. So I agree.
man, you ain't kidding. How about we jump into it? Can you show us what a Google
Yeah.
Classroom interface looks like?
Right, so I'm going to turn away from the camera real quick so you can see my screen. This is, the when you click Chrome, this is the browser page that opens up. I'm going to click or toggle this box. This has all the icons that we use the most. Again, you can personalize these and move these around. So
Hmm.
let's get started. All right, so this is bringing up, I call this the desktop view, but this is how many classrooms have been created. Right now, I'm currently using 4 classrooms. For instance, if I want to click or make a new classroom, in Google, everything is done by this plus button. I will click the plus. I will create a class, and
Hmm.
I will call it Ian and Mike's Awesome Class. Yay, we created it. And as you see by creating it, it immediately took us into the classroom view. So this
Yeah.
is what your students will see. Your students will see this when they log in. And if you look up here, there's a classroom code. You can invite students into your classroom 2 ways. You can go to people, and I'll show you that here in a few moments, or you can send this code in an email. This code links them to this classroom. You can always go back in and personalize it. You can click select theme, and that just kind of changes what the classroom background looks like. So, oh, you know what? I like the flags. Let's do the flags. It'll change this background. Or if you click upload photo, you can always upload, like I've done for many of my classes, you can upload any personal photo on your drive or your desktop.
Sick.
Yeah, Google really lets you personalize.
Mm-hmm. All right. So this you have Ian and Mike's awesome class, but you have zero awesome students. What comes next?
That's correct. I need to add some awesome students. So I go back in and I go to people. So I'm the teacher and Ian's the teacher, so we're kind of the owners of the account. So we just come to this plus button. Again, Google is great because you can always add everything by the plus. I'll add Ian. I click his account here, and then I click invite. And then that will generate a notification. Ian will get on his end, and that will invite him to join.
So yeah, I got an email. Do I wanna join Mike and Ian's awesome class? Let's see, maybe. I will sorry, I'm not interested. No, I'll join.
You better join.
Okay.
Okay, so as you can see, we've added Ian. You can add as many students as you want, and you can add as many classes as you want. For instance, if I were an English teacher at a school right now, I would have my all of my English classes, maybe my English club, and I want to welcome you all to the class. You're going to see my picture. I can make an announcement that says, "Hello, everybody." I can choose who I want, what class. So if you want to send to multiple classes at the same time, you can. Be careful
Mm.
with that. So in case you send something to the wrong class, you can choose which students you want to send it to. By default, all of the students will be selected. If you unclick, then it'll take one or two off.
Mm.
But so I have all students, but I go ahead and click post. So everyone can see this, and this is a forum, and I encourage students to be active.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Well, it's fantastic that we can say hello to each other and send smiley faces, but how about giving the students some actual work?
All right. Mean teacher Ian. Okay, so that's really what this is for. I mean, this is to help you keep track of assignments, give assignments and grading. So let's go ahead and do that. There are four main things that you see at this top toolbar. You'll spend the most time probably in classwork and grades. So we click classwork. Now, again, with Google, everything is done with your create button. When you click create, you can create an assignment, a quiz assignment, a question, material, reuse post, and topic. Now, the ones I use the most are assignment and material. So say we just started a new unit. We're going to call this unit American Culture. So first thing I'm going to do is post new material. So I click material, and I call it American. This is an English teacher. It's important to teach culture as well as language. I'm going to say this is a presentation. So this is where I click add, and then this links to your Google Drive. Yeah, your classroom will come with free drive space. So these are all the assignments here. Let's attach that. So I double click English Today. I've just attached a presentation. You can also add links. You can go into further detail.
You can add YouTube videos.
Yeah, YouTube videos. Definitely jump in anytime, Ian. I'm going to say, please view these slides. And then I'm going to come over here, and it says no topic. But I like to organize my classroom in topics. I want students to know where exactly to go and find the material. And for my benefit, too. I want to keep everything grouped together. American culture, Miguk Munhwa. Call this American culture. And then, as I get ready to post, if you click post, it will post instantly. But because we're such busy teachers, a lot of times we work ahead. So if you click this drop-down box, you can schedule. If you click schedule, it'll schedule a time. But let's say I wanted to post this Friday. I'll choose Friday. I'll make it 10 a.m. so I can give them 1 hour of being happy. And I hit schedule. And what that does is that'll put a notification in, and then at that time, students will be able to view that.
As you can see, it's grayed out because it's not yet live for the students to see.
Yeah, good point, Ian. But we're not done there. If you can see, I made a topic here. I'm going to step out of this window. As you can see, I have several topics. Intro day, Google Drive, Google Slides.
So this is from my 6-month class on listening and speaking. And as you can see, I have very different section headings or the topic. So video lecture project, I had some links, flipped lecture notes, listening activity demonstration. I organized my assignments and my materials by the topic or by the project that it was associated with. So as you said, Mike, Google Classroom is a great organizational tool. And using these topics as section headings is a very effective way to organize the class for your students to see. So, Mike, you just made a material, but you said you also oftentimes give students assignments. What's the difference between an assignment and a material?
Good question. Material is what supports the assignment. So if you give an assignment, many times we have to give something to go along with it. Like students will need to read a paragraph or an article or view a YouTube video. It's the supporting material that goes with the assignment.
Right.
And the two things is material doesn't, there's not a way to assign material. Material just shows up on everybody's stream. But if I go to create assignments, okay, let's click it here. We'll call it American Culture Summary. Please, 400-word essay on Midwestern accented English. There we go. So I'm very specific in what I want here. Now, again, there's the add button. And with this add button, you can add any type of PowerPoints, any type of Google Slides, any type of videos. I tend to keep my material separate because I know nowadays students, trainees, we all have short attention spans. If you put too much attachments in one thing, it's too much and it's hard to find.
Sure.
So I tend to add each material as it goes so my trainees or students can easily find it. But I did, in fact, create my assignment guidelines. So I'll go to Google Drive. Okay, let's say that this right here is the assignment guidelines. So my assignment guidelines are here. It says American slang. So I can double click that. That is any material that I've created. It has the rubric, what I expect. Now this is another very, very important step. Your files are your files. You never want to give students the chance to edit them, because if you say students can edit file, even if they have good intentions, like they want to, add their own inputs, it'll change everything you've posted. So you want to say make a copy for each student.
Keep the students'
So
hands out of your cookie jar.
yes, yeah, yeah. Each student will get a copy of this expectation, and they can't change it. They can download it, but they can't change. So I have make a copy for each student. Now, if you look in the far right column, again, I want all students. You can change the points from 0 to 100, or you can do ungraded. Let's just go 100. That's our pretty normal one. I'm going to give a due date of Friday.
400
Let's say to
words, bruh.
do, yeah, 400 words, but you can do it. Arsusayo.
I'll show you. I'll do it right now.
Again, I assign it to a topic. So I'm assigning it to American culture. This is if I want to add a rubric. And you know what? I don't want you to see the assignment yet. I need to go in and add some files to it here later. So I'll go back and do that after lunch. So I click Save Draft. That did not post. I can see it on my end because I'm the teacher, but it did not post.
Okay, Mike, I see right now you showed us how to add the American slang, but that little button to the right says create. What does that do?
So if we click Create, you can create a document on the spot to go into this. You can create a Google document, which is basically like Word or Hankong, it's your standard docs. You can create a slide, which is presentation, Google Sheets, Google Drawings, Google Forms.
Yeah. See, what I like about the create the docs is that when you create a copy for each student, every student has a paper to write on to send to you. 400 words, right?
So this is what happens if you click Create Document. You're brought into this view. Very important thing, don't forget to name your document. So let's call it Culture Summary.
Hooray.
Yay! And now I'm ready. I created my document. So remember that I sent this as scheduled to be posted, but now I want to post it. Make a copy for each student. And we're going to click the magic Assign button. Okay, so it'll ask you follow up to make sure. We'll just click Assign. And we're doing it. The power of Google. Yay!
Oh, let's look at the. Oh, look at those numbers.
Yeah, you're right. Good observation. So when we look here, this keeps track of who got the assignment, who's turned it in. So if you click 0 turned in, this shows you how many. This view is how many students are in your class. So if you have 25, you'll see 25 names. If you go to 1, you can see who you've assigned it to.
All right, let's refresh. Let's see what the class looks like today. It's another good day to be a student.
It's always a good day to be a student.
Oh, I have a new assignment. Oh, let's check this out.
Oh no.
Please write a 400-word essay on Midwestern accented English. Okay. So here, and as you can see, look at this. My name is included next to the title of the document, so that way Mike teacher can keep track of everybody's document of what they write on. So 400 words, you say? I'll give you 4.
Okay, I'll take whatever I can get. I think they sound exactly the same.
All right, so now it's, as you see here, save to drive. It's already saved, and now I can quit here, and I've written down on my document. Let's turn it in. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's go. Woohoo! My homework is done. Okay, we're back in Mike's classroom. Let's see. Teacher Mike wakes up, and let's see what his inbox looks like.
Okay, so I go to Classwork. Ooh, one student has turned in the assignment.
Let's find out who.
Number 1. That would be Mr. Ian Schneider.
Aha.
So he turned it in. I'm going to click it to go into the assignment. Let's see what he did here. This is not 400 words. Okay, there are two things that you can do. So as you open this up, you notice that when I highlight this, I get a plus symbol right here. That means I can add a comment. I can agree, disagree. Oftentimes I like to use this as engagement for dialogue. So I can say, Ian, have you been to the Midwest? So when I assign reading assignments or writing assignments, I don't always like to be matter of fact as, you forgot a comma, this. A lot of times what I like to do is engage the students. And if I post an open-ended question, then I like that engagement for them to post back. If I come back to this, I can edit the comment, I can delete the comment. So let's just delete the comments. I'm going to delete it. I'm going to grade Ian. Is this 400 words? No. So I'm going to say, Ian, this is an F. And I'm going to say, this is not 400 words. Do better. Okay, I expect more from you. Right here, I've got his grade, 10 out of 100. You can make personal comments here. No one else sees these comments because it says private. It only goes to Ian's inbox. I'm going to give him an F, and then I'm going to post. Very important thing here is by clicking post, he sees this on his end, but I did not actually return the assignment yet. So once students submit the assignment, they cannot go in and make changes and edit it until I click return, and that releases it back. There we go. So we come out back to this screen.
Let's see. Oh, I got my grade 10 out of 100. This is not 400 words. Do better. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, so I love the comments thread because it allows you to create a sort of online dialogue with your students where you can ask questions or you can provide feedback, and it comes across in real time very, very quickly.
Right. And only you see this.
Yeah, this is a private conversation between you and your student. Oh, I hope that you found that helpful today. I had a good time being your student. Mike, did you have a good time being a teacher today?
I did. This was really fun, and let's do this again, Ian.
I always wrap my videos up the same way. I look forward to seeing you in the next class, and until then, cheers!
Cheers. Thank you. See you soon.